Samba. Samba.
Oh. Oh.
Good evening, guys. I'm dumb, so I'm late. I can't even do math. Past 8. I thought it was 8 now.
No, usual time is 9. Unless it's a Sunday.
Oh yeah, speaking of math, how was your exam?
Pretty good. Just part of the exam was from the question bank.
Ah, classic.
Wait, did that just say if you disconnect and come back, you're gonna die?
Yeah.
Hmm. That new? Because I've disconnected and come back and been alive before in other instances.
You're cheating.
Oh, okay. Everyone good?
Yep.
Is there anything new that Yanula needs to know? Nothing, right? Okay, counting down.
Don't think so.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal.
Okay.
It's all good.
Card. Litany. Emboldened. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Benediction.
Ah.
Because Julian is too
Was-
close.
Was that what it was? The bosses weren't facing the wrong way or anything?
Oh, was it the wrong way? Was it my bad?
I don't think it would have been you. Did you have aggro of both?
I provoked and I came back.
Ah.
Yeah, like maybe
thanks.
Yanola took aggro back? I'm not sure.
No.
Oh yeah, are you shirking there, Yanola? Because that's something that Min started doing when he was subbing for you.
Yeah.
Okay, counting
Is that
down.
like, yeah, you're shirking or?
No, I'll be checking. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Hallowed ground.
What happened there?
Maintain died for some reason. Don't exactly know why.
End of pain. End of party.
Was it? I feel like that's really late to be hand of parting.
Yeah, cause only I don't know why just you are dying to kind of party.
It sounds like Chewie got cases stolen and it exploded. I think Oopsie might be saying the wrong thing.
Pretty sure
Maybe.
Benny went off. It costed it around 1 second.
Okay, I'm just looking at the logs. It did say the last damage I took was unknown, but the damage itself is no damage. The last thing that is known is fluid swing. So I don't know. Anyway, let's just pull.
Yeah.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
So
I don't think it was a... I think the third one was a kill, not a triple.
yeah.
I mean, not a feed.
All good?
Card. Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage checked. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
Ambush.
So is that a late boss move then, if it was Embolus? Or early boss move?
I do exactly 4 GCDs when I'm at the corner,
Hmm.
and I start moving the moment I get Benny.
How did the Embolus hit you?
When I was turning around. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll just turn around in his target circle.
Oh, I see, okay.
Litany. Card. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
Complete yet. Push. Not enough health.
Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Ka. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Reprisal. Addle. Reprisal. Samba.
More on hand, 4%. Still 4%. Back to boss.
Hallowed ground.
Counting now.
Looks like Chewy's the best target for everyone. I've been lagging a lot, by the way, tonight. So sorry if there's any funny business. It's just very unstable.
It's
Litany.
just luck.
Embolden. Devotion.
Yeah,
Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
That's too much. Is that a Venn diagram?
No.
I got a message across my screen saying too much something or the other was gathering on someone.
I got case doll.
That's exhaust.
Oh, so it was a Venn diagram, or you just don't normally stand in that doll?
Usually I will just stand in that position. Maybe I'll just go in a little bit more.
Okay, counting now.
Card. Litany. Embolden. Divination. Tech. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Home Gang. Card. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle.
Pause.
I think I moved in too late, so I didn't get a Protean. That's my mistake. Need to move earlier when I'm lagging this badly.
Good, counting down.
Litany. Card. Emboldenation. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Home Gang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Hallowed ground.
Nah, just wait.
Addle. Card litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Embolden. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Home Gang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Samba.
And 4%, more on 10. Back to boss.
Oh, I know I can't cut this. I don't have mana. I'm just giving too much stranger early parts.
All good.
Yeah.
Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Samba. Adol.
%, hand, 1 hand. 5%. It's okay. That's the boss.
What happened? Were the feeds too fast?
The second protein wave got baited.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering why Esme died.
Oh.
Oh, okay, the proliferation got her too early. Interesting.
Oh, my food ran out. Check yours as well. Alright, counting now.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, I have second wind that I'm using most of the time there. Sometimes I am really high health, so I don't even need it.
Litany. Card. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
Oh, okay.
Top.
So that was me and Chewy's fault. We both came in too late or too early, so the exhaust's Venn diagrammed on you guys. If one of us fed a bit earlier, which I don't think we could have, then it wouldn't have happened. Or if we just waited and fed later.
It's okay. Oh, good. Let's go.
The timing's so annoying because of the tank cleave that's going out.
Yeah.
And then right afterwards, there's like an exhaust like 1 or 2 GCDs later. So the feed timing's kind of rough.
Okay, counting down.
Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect.
I don't know anything about Dragoon, but I do know that if you can delay Dragon Sight by even like half of a GCD, it'll hit my Scorch. So right now it falls off right as I'm about to cast Scorch. Which I just feel bad for robbing you of
Benediction.
all that.
Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
Oh.
One.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Missing one
Seven.
other site.
yeah, 8.
Whoa. Bro, you're supposed to be in front of me.
The 5 one went on the wrong side. Number 5 went on the wrong side.
Wait, it's 1, 2, 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that case, the 1256 was supposed to go west towards D.
Right.
West. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Right, so that was the one case where it's southeast and slightly starting off of west, yeah? I should be on the other side.
Mm,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Yeah, 1256 slightly under west, basically, because the first explosion was directly west.
Alright, counting down.
Heart. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect.
Wrong way.
No, it won't.
Oh. God damn it. Sorry.
Holmgang. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect.
I'm getting like some lag spikes, so I might have to
Home
start.
gang.
Full hold.
Yeah, I did.
Hallowed ground.
Oh no. Wait.
Benediction. Shake.
It's alright, Esme. You did a good thing. You killed the run that was gonna die anyway.
Yeah, the provoke didn't go off.
Litany card. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Home gun. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
And more on boss, more on boss. Wait. What's your number?
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Middle.
Passage.
Middle.
I'm retarded.
Swing.
Shake.
Hit.
Addle. Reprisal.
Go inside.
Move little one.
Yeah, that was a really clean limit cut. Good
Yep.
shit. Except for me walking in early at the end, because I'm a goober.
It's okay. I'll get.
So, do we know what we're putting up for JA Kick?
Yeah, I was wondering why we could.
Yeah, I'll just do it there next time. Let's just try and see if I could run in a bit earlier, but I think I can only do that from 1, 2, 5, 6. But yeah, I can't cast unless I swift cast there. So.
We already have spots, I think. in the toolbox.
You mean for the chakram? Yeah, I think we can use chakram position. If you're watching, if you're meaning the position for you to look at the limited number.
I'm looking at the toolbox. I'm supposed to take Brute Justice to East, yeah?
Yes,
That's what I did. Okay.
yes. You're doing it
Um,
right. You're doing it right.
And I used Shake in the beginning. But, I mean, what did we die to? Was it Whirlwind or something else?
J-kick.
J-Kick.
Which is the end of the level curve where the Bruce Justice will take down and cause massive damage.
Okay. Alright, let's get there again. Counting down.
Yeah.
Do we need any discussion on the J-kick medication?
Should I cancel countdown?
We can discuss
Letting
it
it go.
next poll.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang.
Esme needs to
Benediction.
get Chewy's doll. Okay, never mind. So what you were saying earlier, do about coming in at the end of limit cut? If you're
Yeah, just literally there next to me.
right, yeah, you
No.
can do that. If you're 3 and 4, you can just wait. Like, you don't have to participate in the 7 and 8 slash and dash bit.
Yeah, I can just wait for the middle.
Yeah.
to go.
Wait, so who's
Okay.
doing the second mine, the other mine bait? Is that Chewy? Okay, cool. Yeah, unless you get lightning. Which never, ever, ever happens, right? Never.
This Jinx is real.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Sect. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle.
I think we can wipe.
Yeah.
Just 1 second.
Okay. Let me grab some water then.
Oh, okay. So in that pull, the boss was pretty far north for Proteans. So when Dew came in between me and Lumi on the bottom side to get his, he didn't get it, and Yanola and Case got one. Because they were closer to the boss.
I mean, are we moving out where, depending on where the target circle is, or just moving to set positions in the arena? I always move out from the target circle. Isn't that a better way of doing it?
We should be doing it relative to the boss, but it's hard to realize just how off-center the boss is and adjust sometimes, because at least for me, I'm targeting a hand at that point and swapping there, and then swapping back is kind of cumbersome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
'cause-
just stand at a set spot and miss a GCD so the boss comes to me. That way it's centered all the time.
Yeah, because at that point I'm refreshing on the hand, and then I need a Lily and Asylum at the same time as well. So I don't really have much time to like think through.
Yeah.
Okay.
The boss positioning is just super duper important there, that's all.
Alright, I'll make sure it's centered.
Anything I missed out?
No, I just didn't center the boss properly, so the protein was on you guys because you were closer.
Dude, Living Liquid has some cheeks. Dude's been working out. His quads are also like, well,
I don't think you'd call those quads,
Yeah,
dude. It's more like
they're like
a medical condition.
Omega quads with like a bajillion heads.
It's so muscular in a weird way.
Hmm.
Litany. Devotion. Embolden. Tech. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance heart. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle. Samba. Card.
On boss.
Was that just a flow-on effect from having to raise case? Yeah, you got clipped by drainage. You and, I think Esme? You and Esme were really close. Maybe it was someone else. But Esme moved back just in time.
Alright, counting down.
Okay.
Don't you have an energy weapon? What's the problem?
Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
Yeah, that was rough. Gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Oh shit, she's brought out the durability draft. That's how you know it's serious.
Hey, Yanula. Yanula?
Yeah?
Are you using your TBIS or your normal 530?
No. I'm using TB.
Because, okay, this is my T-Biz, right? I have 153k. Look at
Yeah.
my HP now. 155, and that's my, like, level 80 almost BIS. Is that is TBIS optimized for damage rather than vitality or something? Damage.
Damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because T-Bis gives you substats, which are all damage. Well,
Oh,
there's
right.
tenacity,
It's less
but
than 480. Okay, I get it.
yeah.
All right, all good.
Yeah. Make sure you eat food, you.
It's only health if you kill it fast enough.
Card litany. Devotion. Embolden. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage checked. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Hallowed
Okay.
ground.
That's it all.
Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle Samba.
Uh, this block. Into myself. He's gonna die.
The instance server's like messing up or something. It's spiking.
Don't know.
Internet issue happens from time to time. I think it's okay.
Yeah,
No, but-
it's hard to tell for me if it's the server's fault because I've been lagging from the start, and you guys haven't really. Like, this has been non-stop
I have
lagging.
spikes here and there, but it's not as often as Sunday.
Alright, kinda.
Card litany. Tech. Devotion. Embolden. Devilment. Divination. Reprisal. Set passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle. Samba.
Mon hand, 4%.
We need Asylum.
I'll hold on.
Hallowed ground.
All good? Okay, counting down.
Yeah.
Card litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
This one. I think when you're dodging the protein, the leaf swings on pace.
Sorry, what?
When you're dodging the protein, you dodge
Yeah.
it outward, right? And this makes the boss facing case and eclipse case.
Was it the boss or the hand?
Don't really know.
Don't they both face you for that part?
Pretty much. Because that's the first time that's happened, right?
There was
Yeah,
one.
the first time. It's okay.
Yeah, there was one that happened before, but we weren't sure whether it was, not shirking or not.
This time I'm pretty sure the aggro is on you, though.
Yeah, because it came to me right away and it was red for me as well. So. All right, counting down.
Card. Litany. Embold devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage checked. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance.
That was about as far as I can pull it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Ah, interesting. We spawn with low health, but we don't get the res weakness. Thank you for the clemency. You're so kind.
It's okay.
All right, counting down.
So is that a Protean from up north? I'm guessing it went on Case or Unila.
Maybe one on me.
Card. Litany. Emboldened devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect passage.
Oh, should I evoke 10?
Holmgang.
It's okay.
Hallowed ground. Benediction. Shape. Temperance. Card. Litany. Embold devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Set passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Samba.
On boss.
Addle.
Ooh. Kill it, kill it, kill it. The last 10 of pain.
$900 ping. Holy shit.
Wow. Do you need to
Oh.
reset? Do you want to reset your modem? Or setting up hotspot? Something like that?
Yeah, she's doing the worm.
Prog is
Yeah.
done with it.
Is it better now? Alright.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle. Samba.
Spawn boss, small boss.
Oh my god, it's so laggy. I'm scared.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Whoa.
6, 7, 8,
Oh,
9, 10.
what happened?
The even number back dash was towards the 5 and 6 group.
Wait, the backdash of 3 and 4?
1 and 2, sorry.
Oh, like it was out towards the edge.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, I think you guys need to stand further in front, because I was standing like pretty much at the end of the quadrant there too.
Were you facing it though?
Oh no, I wasn't 2, but I was number 1.
I think there's a mechanic where you're supposed to be facing it or something, right?
I think you have to face it to avoid
If
getting
you're
knocked
even,
back.
I think.
But that's all it does, I think.
Oh, it's nothing to do with the direction?
I don't think so.
Sure cussed it anyway.
Yeah. So facing shouldn't matter. At least
Yeah.
for the even numbers.
Okay, so I was here when the boss was behind you, behind True. And I was running forward with True and I got knocked back like towards D.
That's interesting. Was that... It definitely wasn't the Alpha Sword that did that?
Yes, Blasty that pushed him back, I think. Because I saw
It
them.
wasn't the first one, it was the pushback from the last one.
Ah, that's really weird. And you were like right on the edge here. Adjacent.
Yeah, because I was looking at True right next to me, getting the first, the splinter thing. And then as True moved, I started moving, and then I was pushed back into the wall.
Huh. I
And then
wonder
I
if
turned
it,
around and Lumi was pushed back as well.
I wonder
Was
if
it
it was
Lumi or
just a lag spike or
Hasn't-
something. Because sometimes,
Possibly.
sometimes if I don't move, like if I move too late from the outer position, then I do get clipped by the charge. So maybe that's what happened.
I don't know, one of you have a VOD?
I have a VOD, but I was on the opposite side. So probably didn't catch
Okay,
it.
so True's saying CC spawned there.
Let me check my POV.
And I was here. Oh. Okay, I get it. The first one does a little pushback as well, right?
Yeah, it pushes you forward.
Okay. All good? Kinda.
Wait, so what was the problem? Hold on, let me tap back in. Yeah, so what was the problem? Because on my POV, it looks like your death coincided with just after the dash, so it wasn't the slash that got
Yeah,
you.
that's why I thought it was the dash, not the first thing. But
so was it the
True
slash
saying-
after all?
It was the first thing.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah, it's a minor adjustment. We'll fix it.
Okay.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
It was a high fade, I think.
Yeah, high feet.
All good. Counting down.
All good, but it's not really.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing they can do if it's spiking and the damage isn't registering, right?
Yeah. So it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's the latency lottery.
On my screen,
Card.
Dew
Litany.
just then was like teleporting around in the air. Pretty sick.
Emboldenation. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance.
That was
It was a dull death.
Oh, explosion.
dull. Okay. Yeah.
Food check.
Because that coincided with the hand slamming down. I thought that was my bad, but never mind. Okay, count down.
Card. Litany. Embold
That was
devotion.
a pretty early pull.
Divination.
Just be
Devilment.
careful of your GCD alignment.
Reprisal.
Like,
Passage.
especially for stuff like throttles.
Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle.
Yeah, just wipe it. Forget it. If shake is unnecessary, I can pop rampart. That would make it easier for you to heal. But if shake is necessary to get past doll feeding, then yeah, that phase is gonna be.
No, we're doing fine with the current medication.
Okay.
Somehow got clipped, but the aggro is not. It's not on me.
I see. Alright, counting now.
Litany. Devotion. Tech. Devilment. Embolden. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle.
Come on, boss. That's on boss.
Reprisal.
Nice one.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Whoa.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Reprisal.
10.
Passage.
This one.
Shake.
Yeah. On the other side.
3, 4, 7, 8 got hit
Yeah.
by a dash from the north group, yeah. It was the number 2 dash. Yeah, I got hit by it, but I was luckily facing that way, so I could still bait my slash. Like, I didn't get knocked out.
But the resistance down will kill Zana, like
Yeah. I died, but I did my duty.
Yep.
Behind one, yeah. Honestly, the center of CC is a bit weird. Because, like, obviously it dashes from the center of him towards your center. So yeah, I guess just stand further back. Like, better not to risk it if you can. Yeah. Like, often I stand further back than I feel comfortable, and then I pop sprint so that I don't get, like, stuck in the Hawk Blasters chasing me.
Alright, counting down.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Hallowed ground. Addle.
still baiting.
Reprisal. Samba.
Book. Come on, boss. Come on, boss.
Reprisal. Four.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Huh?
Now someone died before, so
Dude, such a jump scare when he pops up behind you when you're not expecting it.
yeah.
So if the person who's supposed to be taking it dies, does he skip a number or
No, he just goes to a
No,
random person. It's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
there's no salvaging that?
If you get lucky, maybe, but it's yeah pretty fucked.
Fair enough.
There's no way to like tell who is gonna pop up behind.
Alright, cutting now.
Yeah, this is so weird. The Hawk Blasters are like going do, like really sporadically on my end. It's very scary.
Card. Litany. Emboldened. Devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle. Samba.
On 10, 4%, 4%, 5%.
Hand.
Wait, it's a Monday, right? This problem usually happens on Fridays due to routing, but maybe they're doing something with the service for Endwalker. I don't know. Alright, counting down.
Card. Litany. Emboldened devotion. Tech divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage.
I'm getting a leg spike.
Home gang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Samba.
More on boss, more on boss.
One.
Okay, assessing your age if you are not distribution. Remember.
Whoa.
Food check.
Card. Litany. Embolden devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle. Reprisal.
A little bit more in hand.
Six.
Will I get a number?
No.
I think it's random.
Yeah, if you're
The
dead.
one who's getting raised is usually number 8. Because we are missing number 8 in that scenario.
Does it default to that?
I thought it was
Uh,
random if you're not alive when he casts Link Up.
But we are missing number 8 if we are helping one people that.
No, I understand what you're saying. I should go to number 8. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine, but does the boss... Let's say we're missing number 7 instead, right?
We're missing number 7.
When the numbers appeared, if 7 was missing, does it mean the guy being rest is automatically assigned 7?
Yeah, but I think it won't skip number 7 like that. In my
So it'll always be the
understanding.
last number that's made available.
In my understanding, yes, but I'm not very sure.
I think it probably doesn't work like that, but I'm not 100% either.
Well, let's just
That's-
avoid that situation entirely.
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah.
Alright, counting now.
Someone is having a really big burst damage, like 5% of the boss health.
Hmm.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sec passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle. Samba.
On boss.
Two.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay.
Shake. Addle. Tech. Reprisal. Devilment. Divination. Move little one.
Yeah, 3 was on our side.
No, I think they're on the right side. No one's missing because I saw 1, 2, 5, 6 on my side.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, wait.
3.
I was 8. Okay, 3 was supposed to be on my side. That's not what I mean. I mean,
Yeah.
3, 4 were on the correct side, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, correct side.
There were 3 people dead after the first set was done, right? On
For
my side, we
the
had
5, 6 one, I ran a little bit too forward, but I did my dash correctly.
okay. All right, at least I mean this is like the 6th or 7th time we got to limit cut, so we're getting there consistently. Let's practice more. Counting down.
Remember the 10th explosion is always a missile explosion, so you wanna move in after the 10th explosion.
Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Reprisal. Addle. Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
I'm on the boss.
Eight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Whoop.
7, 8, 9. The facing is not correct. 10. Never try
Passage.
to fine tune it by moving it backward, and that would kill all the
Addle.
guys.
Reprisal.
Behind.
Shake. Tech. Devilment.
It's okay. And move in a little bit. And oh, don't move, don't move. Oh, you're
Move
too
little
close.
1.
Okay, move out. In,
Devotion.
photon coming, kill out. Nixie passing.
Alpha.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Quite nice. It's quite nice.
We passed
I think my
Nisi.
partner was dead, so. But hey, that's the furthest
Ah.
we've gotten.
By the way, a little tip for Lumi. You need to position correctly before the Nisi gets on you. You already passed Nisi to someone else because you are running around. Ah, it's okay,
Oh,
it's
that's why
okay.
that happened.
Now we are never gonna get the first Nisi pass if we are not full party.
Yeah, I was wondering why
okay.
I passed to my partner and then we both blow up. That's why. I guess because
Okay, so just to confirm, right? Because I'm a complete amateur at this. Once the two bosses appear, that's J-kick, that's raid-wide damage, yeah? If
Yeah.
we all survive that, link up happens, and link up is when link up ends is when we go outside to avoid the chakrams.
Yep.
And optical sight finishes is when that cast finishes is when we start moving back to the center to clock positions, yeah?
Yep.
And then the Nisi, Judgment Nisi or whatever happens, and that's when the DPS pick up our respective debuffs clockwise, yeah?
Yep.
Wait. I forgot when we need to swap our position. Let me check.
Okay, so Photon is the one that drops your HP down to 1 or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to shake the J-kick or do you want me to shake
No,
the Photon?
I'll feel there.
Okay, so
I'll feel on
use...
the photon.
Alright, so do I still shake for J-kick or do I just save it for one of the water passing?
Not sure about that.
I'm not really sure what the best place to use Shake would be, but
No, I mean, just for Prog, I mean, don't worry about optimizing. We just want all of us to be alive.
I
so we
mean
can
the
see it,
best part for Prog is what I mean. The
Oh,
best
okay.
place to use it so that we can survive better. Yeah, I don't know. Like J-kick's a pretty good place, but you might want to use it for the water, for the healer water,
Take on
alongside
Photon.
tank LB.
Take
Okay.
on photon.
Twit says
By
check on photon.
divine.
Oh, Twits. Okay.
Wait, Bill.
Yeah.
So after you come back from check room, you will want to swap your position with mine, because you want to pull the BJ back to middle.
Okay, so I should go from east to west.
Yep. But you cannot collide with me, so you are using the lower half of the middle circle, like
Here,
you are using A and I'm using B. Never pass the half circle like that, or else we will collide and our Nisi will explode.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Drive on
So
the
I go
left side
south
of the
when I
road.
move over, and you go north, is what you're saying?
Yeah, to your left.
Yeah.
Always to your left.
The same way we drive in all the good countries.
All right, I got it.
Okay. Just a little.
So I'm shaking for photon, and I'm moving from the south when I go to the west side. Okay, counting down.
You survive in US not knowing how to drive.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Well, you could be driven around. That's another option. Or the
Yeah,
subway.
but don't even the big cities not really have great transport in America?
Hard.
Depends on the city, I think.
Devotion.
I mean, in
Temple
here the
divination.
mass transport is
Devilment.
very convenient, so we don't have a
Reprisal.
urge to drive
Yeah,
to live well.
it's kind of the same here,
Passage.
although probably not quite as good. Even when I went to New York, even that subway wasn't like the best.
Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
More on 10, 4%, more on 10. Still 4%. Okay, back to boss.
Reprisal. Five.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh.
From across the arena.
Yeah. It's hard to make a recover for number 1.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of Mario Kart, I think. We all go the same way and face it outwards.
But I think they're doing well.
Yeah,
Kinda.
we're doing fine.
Yeah.
right,
Okay,
counting down.
countdown.
Oh, actually, bio. Hold on.
Okay.
You guys want to take 5?
I'm okay with
Okay.
whatever. We're pretty close to finishing.
We're doing to like 10, right?
What?
We are raiding till 11. Oh no, it's 10. 10 here.
It's around 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes from now.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Take out the peeing.
Take it up.
Nice one. If you are not a warrior, you can't shake it off.
Food check. Whoops. That's not a food check.
Whoa, what the hell? I tabbed back to him and
He's getting bored.
since we're on the subject, every country has its own, like, at least English-speaking one, has its own unique way of, you know, euphemistically talking about taking a piss. Like, I think Aussies, New Zealanders have different ways of saying it, right? Like taking a slash or draining the lizard or something like that.
Yeah, we say that too. Although if you say draining the lizard, you're a bit of a bogan, probably.
And then Americans have, you know, they name their thing, so it's something to do with their Johnson or something. I forgot the actual term.
I think they just go to the John. Yeah, you're right. Girls don't urinate, like, ever. Physiology is just different, dude.
Right, all good? You just already checked.
Americans definitely talk about the John. The John.
They just don't do it in front of you, maybe. Okay, counting down.
Nah, you're outdated. John's cool. John's trendy.
Look what you did, Twit. Min.
Card litany. End of ocean. Tech divination. Devilment. Reprisal.
I think you
Passage.
definitely want to shake it off before BJ.
Somehow.
Wait, are you talking about the actual skill or?
No.
No.
You can shake it off mid BJ if you want.
Holmgang. Benediction.
Hand of Pain.
Hallowed ground.
I don't really
Temperance.
think so, because it will cause a wipe.
I don't know. The red text just said Hand of Pain, 7,000 something.
Yeah, that's normal damage for if we don't fuck up the mechanic. Yeah, I think you just died to low health.
All good. Counting down?
Mm-hmm.
Card. Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Divination. Tech. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle.
Ball on hand.
The boss is a bit off center, so just try to do it based on boss.
Reprisal. Three.
1, 2, 3,
Someone's on the wrong side.
There are
4,
5 of us.
5.
Oh
My
my
bad.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
I
on
got
the other
I got thrown off by the dash
7,
coming past.
8, 9.
Hallowed ground.
Yeah.
Addle.
1, 2, 5, 6 northwest.
Yeah, so in that case, 1, 2, 5, 6 was supposed to go. It was northeast and southwest, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 5, 6 go northeast.
Yeah, 1, 2, 5, 6 northeast.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's my bad. I was the one who was in the wrong spot. Sorry.
that's okay.
Counting down.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Embolden. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Reprisal. Addle.
More on hand, 4%. Back to boss.
Four.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get into
Passage.
range, get into the circle.
Divination. Reprisal. Tech. Devilment.
Come closer to the middle, come closer
Beta.
to the middle, come closer to the middle.
Out.
Lightning share
Go
of
out,
time.
out,
Move
out,
little one.
oh, out,
Litany.
back.
Alpha.
Remember to stay in the inner circle before the check ram, before you go out. The check ram will run according to, will snapshot your position.
Yep, got it. As long as you're inside the edge of the inner circle, yeah. Wait, so the first 3 deaths there were due to J-kick, I take it? Or was it after?
Someone died before JK, if I'm not wrong.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I died to AA, but that doesn't matter very much. But I did die to AA.
Okay, so I should wait for you guys to come in before I cast it, right? That's my bad then. How long before, after the 10th explosion, how long do we have before J-kick lands? Like a couple of seconds?
2 or 3. 1 to 2. The south group will be the one who is who comes to the center late, because they need to bake 7 and 8. So you may want to come closer to the south group more.
When I shake it. Okay, got it.
Shake it towards south, not upwards.
Yeah. When I
Alright.
mean shake it towards south, it's the south group, but not geometrically south. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
you
yeah.
mean. Yeah, go closer to the other group across from
Yeah.
me before I shake them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as long as it doesn't
Alright,
get in your
counting down.
face.
Card. Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction.
Got hit by North Protean.
I think,
Temperance.
yeah, I think I baited.
Shake.
Yeah, I might need a top up. Rip.
Hallowed ground. Addle.
Oh shit. Sorry for that.
So, Vayla, you're not standing inside the tornado anymore with Holmgang?
Just to the edge of it. When I see Dropsy on me, I go out again. Do I need to stand there
I see.
longer?
Well, it technically should be impossible for Yanola to bait it.
Wait, it went on Unella?
Yeah, it went on Yanola and got me down southeast. So,
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I should stay further from the title.
No, I mean, that's literally impossible. I was closer to the thing than Unella was. Unless he was in the tornado.
yeah, Yanola never got drop C's, so I'm not sure. I check footage super quick. I'm very curious. So which one are you stepping inside the tornado for? Is it the marked one or the unmarked?
The unmarked one. The marked one I have to get out of it. So on my way back, after the mark disappears, I step into the tornado. When I see Dropsy on, I step out. Should I stay there for a couple of seconds?
Honestly, you guys are both off my screen, so I can't actually see who baited it. But maybe it
Yeah,
was...
I'm pretty sure I baited that, but I don't know how.
It's fine. I'll just stay in for a couple of seconds, like 1 second before Homegang falls off or something.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. Like, either of you could have baited it, but... Like, it's possible that he wasn't in the corner, but I'm not sure because I can't see. If you're in your normal spot, then yeah, it probably went on Yunola.
Okay. Counting down.
Tank stances.
Card litany. Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Set passage. Holmgang. Temperance. Benediction.
What? Did it not feed?
Yeah. The don't explode.
I think that's from my AoEs on the bosses, but that's never happened at that GCD before. The doll's always fed. I guess I'll not GCD there in case that happens. That's really weird. I mean, not AoE there. It's like the same place I always AoE though.
I think it's just glitch.
Go again.
Mhm.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
More on hand, 4%. Still 4%.
Reprisal.
Yeah.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, go Peter died.
Shake.
Good
Passage.
luck, guys. Go out, thank you.
Reprisal. Embolden.
Stay closer to middle. Stay closer to middle. Somebody else.
Move little one. Card. Litany. Devotion. Embolden. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle.
Someone killed a doll. Kaboom. Okay.
All good.
Card. Litany. Embolden. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage.
Hit. You gotta shirk me, dude. Sorry.
Okay.
Holmgang. Hallowed ground.
Oh, no, okay. But okay.
Benediction. Temperance. Shake.
I'm hurting.
So hot?
Addle. Reprisal.
So,
Reprisal. Samba. Addle.
%, more on hand. Back to boss. Ooh. Ooh.
I think Case, you were too close and someone else was too far. Because I think you got a second protein right after the first one.
True's asking something in chat. Alright, counting down.
Yeah, that's another thing that might be a bit easier with Mario Kart. Because we all come from the same like place towards the middle.
Oh yeah, that's a big advantage.
So are we going for 1, 2, 5, 6 or Mario Kart?
I think we're sticking with 1, 2, 5, 6, but
Yeah.
depends on what you guys want to do. I'm fine with either. Like
So
it.
for today, let's do what we've been doing.
Oh yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
change.
I mean, we only have 5 minutes.
Okay, last pull.
Healing should be fine as long as the healers are like cognizant of where the south group is.
I think they will soon get used to it.
Card litany.
Maybe.
Embolden. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Temperance. Benediction. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle. Samba.
More on hand, 3%. Okay, back to ball.
Reprisal. Two.
1, 2, 3,
There's me.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you're getting too early too.
Passage.
After the 10 explosion. Beep 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 beep.
Case, you got to run in a little more because you stopped. I had to stop for you, and then I got clipped by the Hawk Blaster behind me.
Yep.
Like when he's as Yanula is counting, right? Once you hear the number that he's counting, don't stop. Go forward a bit because it will still not clip you. You still have room to move forward, is what I'm trying to say. Like you were number 3 there, right? So for number 5, when 5 was counted, you need to wait a couple of seconds and then move forward a bit.
Oh, number
If you know
5
what I
is
mean.
the special case because it's happening in the 4th explosion. So when you hear 4, just go in, and when you hear 5, the CC will come out. Yeah. So it's pretty. You have enough time for that. It's just most special one, but it's the easiest one. Yeah, it's not last.
Everyone good with that? Last ball?
Yep, let's do it.
Exactly, one after the other.
Card. Litany. Devotion. Tech. Divination. Reprisal. Sect. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance.
Oh, the dog killed.
That one
But how
wasn't
come
me.
it's right under the boss, but it's not fed to the boss? What the fuck? Okay, that's that.
Another last one? Okay.
Card. Litany. Embolden. Devotion. Divination. Devilment. Reprisal. Passage. Holmgang. Benediction. Temperance. Shake. Addle. Reprisal. Addle. Samba. Reprisal.
On hand 3%. Back to the boss.
Five.
1, 2, 3. Huh? One is on the wrong side.
Wait, what? The
No,
explosion was...
One went to the wrong side. Two people went to the wrong side actually. I think. There's only two
Nah.
people on the north.
No, case was 8, so it doesn't count.
Okay, so just so I'm getting this right, explosion was D, right?
Yep, D
There's
and B.
Yeah, D and B. 1, 2,
Okay, so-
1, 2, 5, 6 is going D, and 3, 4, 7, 8 going B.
There's not Okay, so I have all this. I've been doing the wrong thing all along then. I thought it was D to one slice after A. For 1, 2, 5, 6.
Yeah, it is. So that's where the explosion is located. So the center of the explosion was directly towards D, which means that we go towards D if we're 1, 2, 5, 6.
Okay,
Does
utterly
so
confused.
it's okay. I wanted to have a bit of a drawing session anyway, talking to you, or rather asking you about the protean bait, so we can like draw it up as well afterwards, just so that we're on the same page. I'll send some drawings as well in the Discord just to make sure that we're, like everyone in the raid is on the same page with it. Other than that, it was a pretty good session towards the end, I think.
Yeah.
Like in the second half, it got a lot better.
Okay, see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep, see you guys tomorrow.
Same time.
In time. Yep.
I'll be back.
Okay, that's pretty scuffed, but what color is C? It's like yellow, right? So this is the way we're dividing up the positions. Like, so if the explosion is the orange dot and you're in the middle looking north and the explosion's to your left, so then you go here. So technically you're going a bit south. That's why I said like it's not technically north-south break. Because the north group, the 1, 2, 5, 6 group is actually going south a bit, but it's because the explosion is directly west. And the south group's got the explosion directly east, so they go slightly north, just to the left of the explosion. So
Okay.
it's all of this is the south domain.
Alright, so if the explosion happens at D, the circle's going to be around the orange dot that you painted, right? So yeah.
Yeah, like
So those two slices are going to have the
fucking huge.
circle.
Yeah, and then it'll go there. So that's why north group has to go here.
Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Never mind. Instead of looking at the center of the circle, I keep looking at the edge where it's free. You see, like one quadrant down from D, the green
so-
down from D.
So here.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you going
That's my
down this
fault.
way?
No, I'm looking at that way when I'm determining where I need to go. So basically, I go to B because the edge. You know what I mean? The edge is between D and A. I mean D and one quadrant past A. So I'm looking at that edge rather than the center of the explosion. Okay,
Okay.
my bad. Okay, got it. So look at the center of the
I see.
explosion.
So you're
rather
going here because this is like
the edge
is-
that is safe in that DA
Yeah,
quadrant,
yeah,
if you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah. I see. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now I got it.
Yeah, do it based on where the explosion is. So like the center of the explosion.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, I got that wrong.
No, it's fine. Like as long as we clear this stuff up, then it's all good. I also
Thanks for
wanted
showing
to
that to me.
ask. I wanted to ask about the protean bait.
Yep.
Let me just draw another fat circle. And then this one's like. Let's not use that color. Let's just make it white. You have like. Make sure it touches the edge. So yeah, with these circles, you're up here, right? Oops, that's a bit big.
Right.
Yeah.
North.
Are you
east,
are
yeah.
you standing in this little like tiny bit here?
Nook? No. Okay, so when I drag the boss, I go down the middle between the north and the east one. So if you draw a line from middle to there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I tilt towards that nook you pointed to.
So you're
Okay,
like
by the
here?
time I don't go all the way to the edge, I just tilt him up there, and then I vote the hand.
Yeah.
When the hand gets to the boss, is when the telegraph happens for the first protein.
So it goes out like this.
Correct, and then I avoid that by going towards the boss in the hand, not back, because there's not enough space. I'm far enough back that the telegraph covers that little nook.
Oh. Interesting. So the first one
So I walk
goes
forward
out like
for
that.
my home gang. Correct. So I walk forward for my home gang, and then after the telegraph disappears, I drag everything back into the tornado, so I get dropsy, like straight from where the boss is towards that nook.
Right. So you're like here.
And then I step out once I get and then I step out towards the nook after a dropsy is on my debuff bar.
So the direction of the second one, let's just paint it red. Is that like this way usually?
No, it's further down.
Okay, so that happens before you step back towards the marked area?
Nook, yeah, because I'm moving forward and back again, and it's almost immediate, so it should be like halfway. If you see that triangle you drew for the first telegraph,
Yeah.
half of that is covered by the second one.
Okay, so it is like that, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes it's coming down such that I get hit like that. Because I'm
then
standing like
that's
here for
me
my bait.
baiting it. The second one or the first one?
The second one, not the marked one. Although the marked one has come down, but that's been like an obvious like Dragoon or Paladin baiting it.
Okay, if that's the case, if this unmarked one's getting to you, then I'm moving in for dropsy, but closer to the center of that middle circle rather than going towards the nook. You know what I mean? Because that's the only way I can think of it.
Yeah. The way... Hold on. The way... Because my perspective in this is pretty much yours, except rotated clockwise by 90 degrees, right? Because I've got my own tornado.
Yeah.
And the way I do it is like... So I'm in this little, tiny little nook. You can actually see my hitbox as a white dot. And I'm in the nook and I bait that. And then I move just forward of it. I'm not sure how this will work with the boss facing. But then as soon as it goes away, I just move back into the nook. So it's exactly the same position as the first protean. And there I got hit by yours. But I can't see off the edge whether it was you or Yanoa. Actually, I can look at
Was
health
it that
bars.
one time, or was it consistently doing that?
No, it's not consistently hitting me there. It happened like 2 or maybe 3 times this session. And with the previous session, with Min, it also happened a few times. But I think that might have been Dragoon and Paladin baiting it instead of you. Which is another problem on its own.
If you were standing like where you just pointed, right? Basically south, that's where you're standing. If the middle whirlpool is north,
Yeah.
were you standing southeast-ish?
Yeah, this is like this line from the middle here going through 4 is the southeast intercardinal. And this is east.
Yeah, I don't see that line that your mouse is
Oh,
tracing.
you can't see it?
No,
Wait. Oh. I'm not capturing my browser, am I? I'm a dum-dum. Okay. Ignore everything that you just heard about where it sounded like I was going off the deep end. Let me capture my browser, because I was actually mousing over my browser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was capturing a sprite. That's my bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here. Okay, so this is my tornado.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the little nook here. You can see this, right? Yeah. So that's the marked protean. And then I step forward out of it. The marked one goes off, and as soon as the telegraph disappears, I step back in. And then the unmarked one is exactly the same as the marked one. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is there's enough time to move back in so that the marked one doesn't get in the way of you baiting the unmarked one. If that makes sense.
No, I get that. The problem is if I don't move forward enough to provoke the hand, I'm out distance for provoke as well. That's the other issue that I ran into with Min earlier. So I make it a point to move forward even if the telegraph isn't always at the nook.
Right.
Just so I catch the hand before it outranges me or something like that.
Okay, so...
But I guess I'll stop doing that then.
No, because if you can't vote, then there's going to be a problem. But
Actually,
So
it's not a problem.
are you standing forward and voking and then moving back
Running back,
immediately,
yeah.
like all the way you can?
No, I'm waiting for the telegraph to disappear and then moving back.
You actually don't need to vote on the telegraph. So what I ended up doing to make your life easier was that when the telegraph happened, I actually gap close to you to bring it closer. Technically speaking, you can actually wait a couple of GCDs and then vote. Because what I remembered I did when I was playing Gunbreaker was I actually dragged the boss to you, and then you would voke when we would. Well, this is my other co-tank. He would voke once I reached him. So if Yunula is gap closing, then you can actually voke a little bit later because the boss is going to be coming to you at some point. You just need to voke it before it does the hand slam.
So I still have like a couple of GCDs is what you're saying.
Yes, you definitely have, but it relies on Yunula actually gap closing to the boss. Because if they don't, then positioning does matter.
He runs back though, he doesn't gap close, but he does come back like earlier. Just when he starts running back is when I provoke. So he does attempt to come back.
Yeah, because
Like
another
you're
thing
saying.
you can do is what I was doing was that I pulled the boss out, and then I would rotate so that I would be in the middle. So when the hand would be hand of parting, then the distance traveled for me to get to the living liquid is shorter, but the relative distance between the two bosses would be the same. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that Unila can do to make your life easier, because you don't actually need to vote to pull it to you. Unila can actually bring it to you, and so you can vote it a little bit later.
Okay, I'll work that out with him tomorrow then.
Yeah. Do you know?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know when in your rotation you're currently voking?
Me?
Yeah. Like where does that fit in?
Finish my IR window just as the boss is dragged towards the, you see the lighted outer circle with the little, the grommets that we run on for limit cut.
Yeah.
So when I reach there is when my 5 felt cleaves are done in IR, and then I drag the boss in for my next GCD. Wait for the telegraph and then move out that GCD. After I complete that GCD, 2 GCDs after my IR window is when I'm voking.
Okay, that is... Wait, so which one's Storm's Path? Storm Path. Is that
Storm's Path
number
descend,
2?
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Is it number 2 or number 3?
1, 2, 3 to Storm's Path, it's number 2. After I do number 2, I voke and then I complete my 1, 2, 3.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at Warrior Job Guide. So my Warrior main friend is saying voke after Maim.
Yeah, so that's the second GCD. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
So 1, move back for the telegraph, bait telegraph 2, and then voke, and then finish my... Number 2 is Maim, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. And then 3 is Storm Path, and then you home gang?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So you guys are saying the exact same thing.
It's just the running around is the problem. But anyway, now that you've pointed out where you're standing and things like that, I'll adjust. It's fine.
Yeah,
And
it's
given that
Protean.
what Min said about I have 2 GCDs and I don't need to Voke as long as Paladin's bringing it back, and he is. He's just not gap closing, but that's not a problem. He's running back. So maybe I'll Voke after Storm's Path instead of just Maim.
Oh yeah, you can do it a little bit later. The important thing is you have to do it probably like a GCD or 2 before he does the slam.
Yeah.
Because the hitbox basically needs to be overlapping.
Okay.
So it's really good. Like, it's important for you to Voke to make sure that the boss will position correctly. Although you can also, the off tank can also manually bring it over as well as a safety precaution.
No, he does manually bring it over, but he doesn't gap close.
No, I mean like, no, when I say manually bring it, because the thing is, him reaching Living Liquid is not sufficient. He has to actually go to your side and then go to the other side. So he has to. So for him to manually drag the hand over, he has to go all the way to your side and then get to the other side before the 2 tank busters go off.
I see what you mean, and he's at risk of being clipped by the tornadoes as well.
Yeah, but it's not hard. If you have sprint, it's pretty easy.
I'll just delay it by 1 GCD. That should solve most issues, because that delay should be at the point where he's already running to the middle, and the hand is following him. So that Vogue should be sufficient to bring the hand back with me.
Yeah. In this clip, I've been looking at the health bars, and I think it's actually Nulla that baits this one because your health doesn't go down when hers does from the Protean. Like, I know you're in home gang, but you have 2.8k and it doesn't go down. So I think this was actually...
If I get hit, I go down to 0. Or 1, rather.
Yeah. You go down to 1, and then you get back up to 2.8, and then the Protean damage happens, and your health is still 2.8k, whereas hers goes down.
That's not me being baiting that.
Yeah. So your Nulla actually managed to bait that one instead of you somehow. And also, this is Oopsie on the left here, Oopsie Raidsy. The thing that tells like all the damage that killed people and stuff.
Part of ACT?
Yeah, it's part of Cactbot in Act.
What's that? Okay, I'll Google it. Forget it.
So normally it says Veil Dropsy because it's telling me that someone walked into the tornado and got the Dropsy.
Oh, it tells you what debuff I have?
It tells you it's very selective depending on the fight. It recognizes that if anyone on the party gets Dropsy, it puts it in there because no one should ever really be getting Dropsy, right? But with the strat that we had yesterday, where you home gang and then walk into the tornado to ensure that you bait it, Dropsy was always showing up today. Except this pull, you didn't get Dropsy. And this pull Nulla baited it. So I was wondering if you were not inside
look
the
at where I'm
tornado.
standing right now, though. Like, where you paused. I'm at the Nook, right?
Yeah, you're at the Nook, although it's hard to see like exactly how far in you are.
It's physically impossible for a tornado from that whirlwind to hit you from where I'm standing, right?
Yeah, your bait position, if you baited the second one here, it would be fine.
Okay.
But your Nulla probably baited this one across here.
So he was closer to the thing than I was, is what you're saying?
I think so, but there was another case where Nulla didn't actually bait it, and it came across down here, I think.
Okay, that one should have been me then if there's no one else there. Okay, I'll pay attention to it. Now I see what the issue is, since you've pointed it out.
Yeah. Because there are so many different moving pieces, it's a bit complex, and you obviously can't just say, oh, Veil's not baiting it properly, because there's all the provoke stuff going on and the home ganging, stepping inside the puddle, etc. So yeah, it's just something that multiple people need to coordinate on.
Yeah, but now that Min pointed out that I can delay the provoke by 1 GCD, I don't need to move out that as much. I'll just wait there for Inilla to drag it back a little and provoke from where I am.
Yeah.
That should be enough.
Yeah, should be good.
Thanks for this.
Yeah, no problem. It's
There's
good to talk
one
about
other
stuff.
thing. It's like a really minor gripe, and it's probably more specific to me. But the way you position the boss is a tad annoying if you gap closing. But
Which part?
when you bring in the boss to the Nook, Because I think you're supposed to. I don't know how to explain the positioning. You're not actually supposed to be all the way in that nook. It's supposed to be a little bit further out because the puddles are a circle, right? So you don't actually need to be in the very nook itself to be baiting the thing. It just needs you to be closest towards the center. Actually, I'll do a paint just to give you an idea.
Oh damn, you're doing the paint? Alright.
I'll do the paint, bringing it
Yeah.
out.
The risk is that I'll end up baiting it towards someone else, right? That's why I go all the way to the corner.
Well, it shouldn't, because of the geometry of it all.
So wait, right now you're gonna be baiting it like wait, hold on, look at mine for a sec still. You're gonna be baiting it like this, right? The marked one. And then you're gonna be moving back here. And then baiting the unmarked one like that or something.
That would be ideal. If he's bringing it back, so I provoke 1 GCD later than now, that would work perfectly.
Right, so that should solve the boss positioning for gap close too, right? Because you can stand further forward for the marked one.
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out tomorrow. Because I don't have Yanula's perspective, right?
And then the big baddie is like here. That looks like a mushroom or something. I meant to draw a skull. Urgh.
I mean, Yanula can't do anything else detrimental at that point, right? Like, because the Embolus isn't up. The only thing that can go wrong is he gets the bait, right? There's nothing else he needs to pay attention to. He doesn't have a doll on him.
Needs to not. If Yanola's AoEing, they need to not hit the doll, Case's doll. That spawns right around then. Yeah, okay. Let's see what
let me know
Moon's doing.
what you're watching.
Oh wow, there's some nice
Okay,
circles.
so
Hand drawn.
are you watching now, Vale?
Yeah.
Okay, so your positioning is normally here because I don't want that. I just want the normal pen. So you're normally here, right? Because your logic is that I want to basically put a thingy here for the bait and then shoot it out like this, alright? But what you can do is you can bait it. So because the problem is, right, if you bait it here, then the boss ends up being a bit like this, so it overlaps. So when I'm gap closing in, I end up gap closing like this, and I end up close here. So what you want to do is you actually want to keep the boss around here, so that when I gap close straight in the middle. But for you to do that properly, you need to position here. Because what happens is the cone, well, you want to stand here first, and then you want the cone to be baited like that. And after that, the actual spurt will actually shoot out at this, because it actually originates from the center of the circle itself. So as long as you're standing here, if you're standing directly here, on the side of it, it will shoot directly like that. It won't go like this or something like that, because the point of origin is always from the center. So let's say from the start, you actually want to, because you know how there's the intercardinal lines like this, right?
Yeah, drag it along the line and rotate it is what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah. So you just bring it here so that the boss is sort of like here, and then you rotate your position around. But of course, you kind of want to be a bit back first to bait the first. This is the thing that will do the pushback, and then you want to move forward a bit, and then you want to bait it here so it shoots out like
so
that.
you're telling him to move forward for the second one, but what I was saying earlier was to move back, because if he moves forward, there's a risk of him hitting me on the southeast with the second one.
You can move back. Yeah, no, it's fine, I guess. Kind of makes it a little bit awkward to melee potentially if you're trying to get Living Liquid back. I mean, hand back. I think realistically, so the thing you need to be mindful of if you were to do this bait, or if I were to do it, right, is that I go, okay, this will be the direct east part here. So I want to initially do the first bait around the northeastish of this, but not too far. It's really tricky, because the important thing is you don't want this boss to end up moving like this. So what you can do to resolve that is you can pull the boss further towards this edge here, or this corner, and after that, because of the geometry of it all, if you end up here, this boss won't move too much. It'll probably move a little bit like this, And so even when I gap close from here, it still ends up being somewhere central. Because one of the big issues I was finding when I was gap closing was that I always the boss would be more like this. I always end up like here, and that's why I kept baiting this protein down here because of my positioning, and I wasn't paying attention. And so I had to basically consciously be aware of the positioning, and then correct my position after I gap close in. So I always have to go like in and then around here. But what the problem, and this is why cases are inadvertently betting here, is that because the boss is positioned here, when he's trying to hit the boss, he ends up being inadvertently closer as well. Because your natural logic is to be directly behind the boss. And because of the way the boss is positioned, he's facing like this. And so Case would naturally want to be here to try to get the rear and go around here for the flank. It's just like a natural sort of tendency that melee DPS will have. And so he will just naturally be closer here. Whereas if you kept the boss more along this line here, then he's more inclined to be here. And so when he's moving to get to his ads, which will spawn here or here, he ends up moving in a way where he's more in a lateral fashion, so to speak, as opposed to coming in like this. Well, let's say if the boss was here, and then there's mainly this ad that spawns here. He ends up being here, and he moves like this, so he ends up still being pretty close. And that's just sort of the natural tendency, basically, the natural behavior that melee DPS has when it comes to movement.
Yeah, I would naturally do that as well, just being directly between them.
Actually, another problem is when I was studying the logs, I think Case just does not use true north at all. There's 0 cost for the 50 pulls.
Well, the issue there specifically isn't really a true north thing. He probably doesn't use true north that much because there's certain times where he's actually going for a position where I'm like, yeah, that is really risky. You shouldn't go for that position because you can get hit by a tank buster protean. And it's mainly when, so you know when the two bosses are here and you get the fluid strike going like here and here, he always goes for this flank here. And it's really scary because he's so close to getting hit by my tank buster. I see him do it a lot. I think he does it sometimes. No, he doesn't do it for protean, but as many fluid strike, he will go for that. And sometimes drainage as well. I think he might go for it as well.
But it's weird because my natural instinct when I'm playing melee DPS and going for a flank is to obviously just be on that sweet spot line, right, where you can just move a centimeter and get both. But then if I need to get a flank and the boss is doing some kind of conal thing, naturally I would think to stand max melee behind the boss and just move into the flank zone so that my risk of getting hit by the cone, like the frontal or side cone, is minimized because I'm further behind it.
See, I think because, obviously being like right here is the safest spot.
Yeah, but max melee though.
Yeah, but the way the mind thinks is that's not normal because they think rear is here, flank is here. So when I go flank, they want to be here. When I go for rear, they want to be here. When realistically, it should be this is the rear, this is the flank. And that's how you're supposed to play it.
No offense, but if you're doing an ultimate and you haven't figured that out, that's a problem, right? I'm just saying.
Well, he's cleared UCOB, so...
So he definitely knows. There's no way he doesn't know that. I think he's just too nervous or something.
I don't know what he cleared UCOB on though. He may have cleared it on a non-melee job. But
anyway, that's fine. I mean, if we just tell him to use True North, that problem's solved, right?
Well, if he doesn't have, because he might not actually have True North there. But if he doesn't have True North there, then you're gonna tell him, if the boss is here, you don't need to be here for your. I think it's called Fang and Claw. You just need to be, if we're doing like this, he just needs to be right here, basically. So just past the southeast, and it will be fine. But with this one here, like I can tell he's not consciously aware of his positioning, probably because he's focusing on his rotation. Because a lot of times he ends up just being here. So it helps to keep the boss more central. But it also just makes like any tank that's gap closing in, it makes their life a lot less cumbersome, so to speak.
Fair enough. Just to clarify something, right? Zena, do you have to be in that nook? I'm just looking at the diagram that Min's got up. Instead
He's
of being
always
at that
here.
nook,
No, I can be
yeah, wouldn't
further.
it be better if you're south? Like not further in, but further out, but closer to the circle at the south?
Well,
I can be.
Yeah, he's actually got a reasoning for being there because the ad spawns here and it does Aetherplasm.
Oh, right.
and he's
Okay, I see.
Dodging it. There is one thing though I kind of wish he did, but this is more specific to me because what happens is after Aetherplasm, right? I actually put a Sacred Soil here. So more like this. I probably put it more south like this, but it would be really handy if after you baited this doll, after you dodge, you actually move in just to the tip of this.
It's too far. If I move in that far and my doll and Chewy's doll southwest both exhaust because he hasn't fed it yet, the whole party gets Venn diagrammed.
No, because your doll shouldn't need to move. If I put the Sacred Soil more south, right?
Yeah. If you put it south, like
rotate.
Cat from the previous group did, then I can stand in it. But then people complain about it being lopsided for the tanks and whoever's up north.
How's it lopsided?
Oh, because it's more south. Like it's not a problem for me. It's good for me.
South. It should be south enough where you can cover the tanks. Because the tanks don't need to be at max melee and still catch you.
But yeah, my point, like, if you put it dead center, I've tried. If I stand just on the tip of it, my doll exhausts and it catches people who are standing in the middle in the stack.
Really? That's weird, because I remember when I did it with my previous group, it wasn't a problem.
Maybe the southwest, like, consistently fed before that final exhaust. Because it's only ever a problem if the last two dolls both live up until that exhaust, and then we feed them.
I mean, Chewy has dance partners, so how often does he even see that exhaust?
Maybe like 1 in 5. We have a double feed at the end. Yeah.
Really? Okay, that's weird.
Well, that's just my summation, but it does happen like multiple times a session. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like what I've noticed about our feed timings and how they line up.
There is actually one other thing that I think would make the healer's life easier. I think one of the dolls should be baited by a healer, not by both DPS. Sorry, not dolls, the Protean sluices itself. Because once they baited it and come back to middle, they're going to obviously naturally be healing themselves up, and they have magic defense as well. So by doing that, because what happens is for you, right, you're taking the sluice, and at some point you may be eating the Aetherplasm as well.
Wait, you're talking about the Protean, not the sluice? Sluice is the circle one.
Yeah, the circle one. This is when you got the 4 Jag dolls. Alright. Like, for example, I think maybe it's better for you to bring the doll out here, and then the white mage will actually do the bait here. Because they're going to have more magical defense to take less damage from the sluice, and they're going to come back into middle anyway for the heals. So they're going to be healing themselves naturally, since the point of origin of heals will be originating from themselves. But that's sort of my personal opinion, because the really weird thing I noticed when I was healing was that there were 2 people that needed to be specifically targeted for heals.
Yeah,
as opposed to
me
one.
and Summoner, right?
Yeah, because like in every other group, it's always just been only the Summoner that we had to focus on. Well, only the Summoner or only the physical range. Because the old strat was that you actually had 1 healer here, 1 healer here, 1 DPS here. And both healers would have naturally high magic defense, and they'll both come to the middle and heal themselves. So there was no risk of being out of range. And so by doing that, the only person you need to focus on healing, or putting like a shield or something, would be this one person here. But what's happening now is that you got 2 DPS down here that needs to be specifically taken care of instead of 1. And it's sort of inefficient in terms of GCDs to do that. But it should be the white mage debate if you're gonna put the healer there, because the white mage doesn't actually get it. Actually, you have an Ast as well, so I guess it doesn't really matter who you put there. It might be better to put the Ast here then, and you just get the white mage out in the middle.
That's what I would have thought, because the Astro has more mobility.
Yeah, it's just that if it was white mage scholar, you actually want the scholar here to do double DPS on both bosses, and the white mage will be here. Because when they're coming back in to the center, they have to put a regen on the off tank. Well, okay. The way I did it, right, was that I did this, go in, bait. There'll be like a double dot at the temperance here. Because the idea is that you want temperance to cover the sluice into the 2 Jackdaws and the Tank Buster. So when you're moving in, you got to regen the off tank, Benny the main tank, Benna, and then do Divine Benison on this DPS here. And then you do a Medica too when you get to the middle.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that, but that's the most efficient actions you can take.
All
yeah.
the while paying attention to avoid exhaust.
Yes. Yeah, you just have to do it. Because the thing is, it's really weird because like the off tank for some reason will take more damage. Oh right, yeah, the off tank will take more damage because of Protean 1 is still ordering, so you actually want the regen of the off tank at that point. But obviously you needed Benny the warrior as well. So that's the sort of ordering that you needed to do. But yeah, I think my last group, what we did was we actually put Divine Benison on this person, and there was a Dark Knight as well. That would put TBN on that person as well. So they have like TBN and Divine Benison, and you just ignore them basically. That'd be fine. And you just sit there and just did heals.
It was the Dark main tank or off tank?
I think they were main tank. Wait,
He had the range to TBN.
No, they were off tank. They were off tank. That's right. We had a warrior, so they were the main tank. They did home game. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
Maybe ask Nula to intervention, True?
No, I don't think it's worth it. Actually, he can't. He actually needs all of his oath gauge for Sheltron. Because if he doesn't have it, he will actually die faster than the autos, so it's not really feasible. There are times where intervention will be useful, but in Living Liquid, he literally cannot do it. And I think almost all of BJCC, he can't do it either. So he can only start interventioning from Alex Prime onwards.
But if I had the range, I could flash True, but that's too far away for me.
You could maybe flash me, but it's also pretty far.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, actually, I could flash you from like when I'm dragging it back.
Yeah, you should flash. Like, let's say it was here, right? Well, it depends on whether you change this healing assignment or not. But
it's touch and go.
He what now?
It's I don't know, janky, I guess.
Janky.
The range is the problem. Like
the range.
When I
actually no, I think True will be more consistent because you're gonna be standing here, right? So naturally you'd be closer, so you should be able to reach him. I think Canna is a bit ambitious.
No, I'm gonna be standing on the other side, right?
Are you? I thought it was.
Which phase are you talking about?
This is the
After the second protein? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Second.
double. This is the double fluid strike, right?
Nascent Flash has a range of 30. I thought it was like a 15 or 20.
30? Okay, that's massive.
Yeah.
Maybe you could actually catch him.
I think you can probably reach True. What range is Evoke?
No, True can definitely.
Rogue's 25, I think.
True's
25.
Here. This distance here is probably like 15 yards, I think.
No, because the second one I can definitely catch him because I'm in the middle.
Yeah. That's what I mean. This is more of when does he actually feed? That's the thing that I'm not sure of. Because the most efficient thing you would do is you would do fluid strike and then your nascent after, and you would nascent glint Chewy. But I have no idea when Chewy does the feed. Because if he does the feed before the fluid strike, then obviously you got a nascent cannon instead.
He sometimes feeds before the fluid strike, sometimes basically as it's happening, and sometimes after.
Depends on
how. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the third and fourth doll feeds they have a really wide variance in our group. Just probably because of the nature of how we're doing them.
I don't know. I mean, like, that's an option there. You just gotta. I think. Yep.
No, I think we stopped dying there from tank damage because I just started pumping more lilies and cure 2s into the tank. The problem is when like the melees, or I think the problem is like the northeast side. Sometimes the doll just explodes, and then other than that, I don't think we really die to like pure damage. It's only
I
if
think-
like the doll messes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I think
I don't
yeah.
think I ever died to being low HP today, unless it was something like something that also fucked everyone else. You know, like I was never the only one that died to low health in this session.
Yeah.
So it's definitely improved. And I saw some, like, I think during the first half of the session, I was getting intersection from Astro, and then towards the end, I think he started EDing me instead, and maybe putting intersection on someone else. I'm not sure.
I think, like thinking about the whole context of everything, it's actually better for you to nice and Glindy off tank always. Especially with Paladin. Paladin doesn't really have very good self sustain, so you really want to do whatever you can to help.
You know.
Fall down immediately after the first protein telegraph.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
I do 2 rounds of 1-2 AoE combos that brings us both back up. But I mean, I'm not saying I bring them up, but that sustains us for healers to have enough time to bring us back up.
Yeah, because Paladin sucks. I had to sit there and go, "Oh, I'm nearly dead. I guess I have to clemency in the middle of my fucking Requiescat just to not die."
Yo, just to confirm, all the healing changes in Endwalker for Paladin, are they going to apply retrospectively, like before level 80?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think it's a trait you get after 80 for the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
What's the other healing thing?
The intervention equivalent that's being upgraded sort of heals you as well.
No, that's definitely going to be Holy Interventions, or whatever it is definitely going to be after 80 only. I'm not sure. I think the change to Spirits Within, where it doesn't scale with your life, I think that's probably going to be pre-80, because it would be dumb if
The
it
only
wasn't.
one.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, at least home gang being 10 seconds is going to apply retroactively.
Yeah, that's true.
But Hongkong's 10 seconds.
Yeah, it will be 10 seconds in
In
Endwalker.
Endwalker, yeah.
What the fuck?
Everything's 10 seconds in
Or
Endwalker.
wait, isn't it?
Home gang.
Isn't it
Super Bowl
already? I thought the big one
it's
was
8
that
seconds
Super
now.
Bolide was getting changed
Why has Super Bowl again changed?
to 10 seconds. The only
8
difference
to 10.
The only
Why,
difference
it's-
between Hallowed Ground and Super Bolide is going to be that Super Bolide sets you to 1 and it has 60 seconds faster cooldown. Otherwise, they're the same in Endwalker. So both 10 seconds.
Bolide's actually the better cooldown because of that lower, the lower refresh rate. 60 seconds faster, right?
Yeah.
Healing them up is not the issue, but if you get one more use out of it because it's 60 seconds faster, I would take that every time.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't take it every time, but I think in most fights, yeah, it's probably the better one. I do like that Paladin takes stress off the healers with his, but yeah, in most fights he only gets 1 use, so it's pretty poo-poo.
You're talking about Bollard again?
Well, Hallowed's
Yeah.
poo-poo. Bolide better.
Yeah, Halled's kind of. It's one of those skills where if you can get double use, it's like the best tank buster in the game. Involved in the game. But if you're going to get 1 use, it's actually the worst.
Well, it's weird because even if you do get 2 uses, it's possible that Holm Gang gets 3. So it's like,
Yeah. It's really. But fights.
Yeah, but the debuff though, that's the bad part, right? Like, even if I don't take damage or die, if I end up with a vulnerability buff that lasts me 60 seconds, is it really worth it?
Yeah, that bit sucks. I wish they were consistent with the damage downs for invulns. Because I'm a Dirk main usually, and I fucking hate the fact that I can't protect against DDs with that.
I think Dark gets shafted the most because you can't even help yourself after Living Death, right?
Yeah.
You literally have to rely on someone else, and you can't even prevent debuffs applying on top of that.
Yeah. To be honest, I wish in
What's the
Endwalker,
trade-off there?
they gave him like an equilibrium kind of thing, or at least change Living Dead to not be so shit.
Yeah,
it seems to be the
that
same complaint
is-
across the board.
just a very annoying skill.
Yeah. And then they like
All right, so for tomorrow, just to recap, positioning for the telegraphed and the one subsequent to that. Make sure I speak with Yanula about the gap closing bit. Delay the provoke by 1 GCD and see how it goes. Just those 3 things.
Yeah, just basically tell him, can you gap close? That's basically it. Save gap close
And
for, or just close distance, yeah.
the nascent flash, I'm not doing it because I'm saving it for tanks here.
Nascent. Yeah. Just save it for tank.
All right,
Okay.
yo, thanks for doing this with me. Otherwise, I would never have figured out why I was doing it wrong with a limit cut putt. I always thought that legit, you need to go to the edge of the explosion, not the center.
yeah,
Oh yeah, no, you
problem.
have to go to the center.
Yeah, I'll
That's
post
always-
the original image too because I did post one with that text write up that I did, but it was like an image that was part of the image, so probably most people didn't look at it.
On Discord,
Yeah. In the thingo, hold on, I'll find it.
limit cut.
Yeah, so down the bottom of that big text write up, I'll link it again. In fact, I wonder if I can find that image. I guess I'll just crop it. The fuck?
No, I get it. I can see the image. It's a little small, but I can zoom in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna enlarge
So the
it and post
circles
it.
that you've drawn are the center spots of the explosion, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, now it all makes sense. Because it's always the one where it spawns on northeast, east-west that I get confused on because I go to the wrong way because I'm looking at the safe spot, not the center.
Yeah, don't worry. I mean, for other reasons, that one gets everyone else as well, because they just, like it's, the rest of them are brain dead. You just go north or south. But yeah,
Fair enough, yeah.
that one's definitely the one that
right,
gets the most
yeah.
people.
The way I do it, well, I guess the way Canna probably does it as well, is that you just like if you 1, 2, 5, 6, you face north. If you're 3, 4, 7, 8, you face south, right? Anything that's on that side, so to speak, you always go to. But if it's directly left or right, you always go to the one on your left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Basically, if it's easily north, go to that one. If it's left, right, go to left.
because when you think about it, right, 1, 2, 5, 6, if it's you go to anything that's north. So if it's north, east, northwest, north, you automatically go to that. The only difference is that if it's east and west, then you always go to east. But I always think of it as go to my left. So it's
Yeah.
anything, the 3 in front and my left. So when you're facing south for 3, 4, 7, 8, it's anything in front and to my left again. So your mentality doesn't change. You just need to switch your camera around to make sure you're oriented correctly.
Makes sense, yeah. I'll just use that then. Basically, northwest, northeast, north is obvious. If the explosion's to my left and right, always go left, as long as I'm facing the right way.
Yeah, this is basically how I do it. Same way that Min just described, but like visualized. I just look this way, and if it's to my left, I go left.
And make sure I'm looking at the center of the explosion and not the damn safe spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, this could have easily been solved earlier had I been paying attention. My bad.
Well, that's no problem.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I can make
Alright,
this
catch you
into a
guys tomorrow.
clearer image. Yeah, see ya. 1, 2, 5, 6. Go this way. Fuck. This is so hard to convey. I guess I could take a screenshot from my VOD. Alright, cool. I will...
Oh, okay, let's go.
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm just XCOM things.
Oh, I'm gonna head out.
Alright, catch that.
Alright. Catch ya.